Your voice, Jersey Central with Bert Barron on the new Talk Radio 1450 WCTC.
All right, it's 8:37. We're back on Jersey Central on the new Talk Radio WCTC, the voice of Central Jersey. We're going to wrap up the show coming up a little bit later on in this 8:30 half hour with some final thoughts about the parade in South Amboy coming up on Sunday. Of course, you know it is 2 o'clock. Weather is looking good. We're going to be in the low 50s with lots of sunshine. And we're going to have some final thoughts from my many in-studio guests who are here. And I want to thank everybody for kind of rearranging their schedules to join me today and spend some time to talk about the parade. And we'll get some final thoughts on that coming up in just a little bit. I want to get a recap from my special guest who's with me now on the Jersey Central Newsmaker hotline. Last couple of weeks, no surprise, have been tough in Jersey. We've had some bad storms. We've had a lot of damage. And I want to welcome in Ron Moreno from JCP&L just to provide us with an update of where things stand here on this 15th day of March. And Ron, good morning. Thanks for taking some time to call in and update us. I really appreciate it.
My pleasure, Bert. Again, and just wanted to kind of put this in perspective for you about the two storms back-to-back and the overall impact of these storms. The first hit on late in the evening on March 1st and continued into the next day. There were high winds and a lot more than a foot of heavy wet snow in portions of New Jersey. The company was well on its way to restoring the customers from that storm when the second storm hit on Wednesday, and the conditions were so bad that crews had to be pulled off the road for safety reasons. Then we were dealing with additional outages caused by up to 26 inches of heavy wet snow in some portions of our service territory.
So there was a lot packed in just a couple days stretch. There was a lot of things obviously going on there, Ron.
Absolutely. I mean, again, overall, if you combine the two storms, about 528,000 customers were affected. It's about half of the customers JCP&L serves. Crews worked and replaced nearly 51 miles of wire, more than 750 poles. They cleared trees from more than 5,400 locations. And one of the things that JCP&L has learned is that opening roads is a priority during events like this so people can get out and about. The company opened up more than 2,300 roads that were blocked by down wires or trees. And we also took measures to have helicopters flying to look for damage, and we actually sent drones up as well to pinpoint areas where work needed to be done. As we were in the height of this restoration, second storm, we had a small army of about 6,200 people working on the restoration effort. Yeah,
and I can say, guys, I saw it personally, Ron. Yesterday, I even saw crews still on the job yesterday, still kind of doing some other work there going on. But and again, to see there were a lot of out-of-state crews, and it was kind of an all-hands-on-deck thing, so that was really good to see. But there was one thing I did spot yesterday that really made me feel good. And it was one of the workers who was actually talking to a homeowner. They were there just kind of talking back and forth, and that's what was good to see. I mean, that's what kind of did my heart really good. And to see that, the work continues along, and tremendous work to this point. And it was good to see, the crews kind of still out there doing their thing yesterday and communicating with people, which I thought was real important.
Well, what we're doing is something called circuit sweeps. We're going around and looking at circuits, basically doing additional cleanup work beyond the repairs that were done. Repairs are done to get people back in service as quickly as possible. So they're going back out, seeing things need to be made permanent from a repair that was done. So that circuit sweep work is going to continue. You're going to continue to see crews out and about. And you mentioned talking to customers. I mean, one of the things that we did a great deal of throughout the event was to communicate with customers, with elected officials. We did an elected officials call every day. We sent out the updates. Our 24/7 power center was active. The My Town feature was populated with information that was useful to customers. So, we did all the things that we told people we would do in storms of this type.
Yeah, and now would be a good time, too, Ron, if you haven't done so already. Download that app. Get that smartphone app, and talk about the information that people can get on there.
Well, customers need to opt into that, and the easiest way to do that is go to www.firstenergycorp.com/connect, and it'll tell you about all of the options that are available, including the app for customers to access information quickly.
Yeah, it's been a great resource for me, too, Ron. I can tell you that. So anybody, grab that app, and you're going to get a lot of good information there. That's for sure. Thank you for Ron Moreno. Thank you so much for the update. You're always there for us. Anytime I'm looking for an update or just some information, you never say no. And I want to thank you so much for taking some time today, as always, just for kind of keeping people in the know and informed. It really means a lot. So thank you so much. All right?
And, Bert, thanks for the opportunity. Talk to you soon.
All right, you bet. Thank you very much. All right, Ron Moreno, JCP&L with the